Welcome, everybody.
No, I refuse. Yeah,
So where do we go from here? Where am I?
that's a good question. You went all the way across the map for some reason.
I don't know. I just spawned across the map. I don't know what's going on. Why was I across the map? What happened?
Good question.
Where
I'm
am
standing
I?
next to the exit and the boss battle that we fought.
I just want to go to Space Donald's. I want to go back to my ship. I might have to switch over to the Steam version and get the DLC so we can do that. If one person has the DLC, can we all play it, or do we all have to have it?
I always keep my
it's
options
available for
open.
everybody because you're the hosting. This is your saved game. But yeah, you might remember this big ugly idiot right here that I'm standing on, or that Abelard is standing on. He was the boss battle Chaos Space Marine that dropped everybody.
It's been a minute. You can say what you want.
He fucking shot us.
He did.
But this little ship here.
Let me go put the fucking the deluxe edition and everything on the wish list so that the fans can make sure we have all the DLCs for next time.
Hell yeah. 2 bits right there. M is for your map highlight so you can see where the hey you're going. And holding tab will highlight everything that is interactable, including the exits and people.
They added a map to this?
Yeah,
Is there money to be made?
There's a loot box.
Yes, there is.
Let's go get it.
You can go get it if you like. That's the best part about the map.
Yeah, it is. Must go get loot.
It's this dead body right here.
It's better be worth my time. This was in fact not worth my time. But yeah, if we get the DLC,
Keep your
I'll
wits about
probably
you.
if I download the Steam version, it should still play the save, right?
Yes, the saves are compatible between, because I was playing the original from you, and I got to continue my save, which is this guy, or not this guy, but my main character that I play.
Sweet. So I can just download the Steam version. Sweet. So yeah, it has been a while since we played. We're gonna be playing this more, don't worry guys. It's mostly between my health and my head hurting and Archie always being busy with either kids or work. Which I prefer he's busy with the kid.
Or dipshits, because
oh yeah, he knows where you live now. Good luck with that.
Ugh.
Yeah, now you can't get rid of him.
Wars thing. God love that Chumbawamba.
Someone has to. See, I get the cool one. I just get Mike that shows up every so often for food and for movies. And to play with the dogs, because he doesn't want to admit he likes the guinea pigs.
You'll have to forgive me. I don't remember anyone's voices.
I think this is supposed to be a chick, and each time we're always surprised by that. So I'll take it. Thanks.
Yes, it is a woman. Yes.
Thanks be the Emperor. You are alive, your ladyship. We are most gratified by your return. The crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you have. Also, they now owe me 10 credit each, because they all thought you'd be dead. I mean, what?
Abelard very slowly passes a couple credits. A couple thrones.
Abelard! You're supposed to bet on me being alive.
Of course, Lord Captain.
Don't worry, the audience forgot the voices too. The Vox Master falters. Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun. Black creations of inhuman make amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star, and then, my apologies, but I struggle to find words that could possibly describe the terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Shit got fucked.
The interrogator closes his eyes and grimaces. Drukari. Somebody smell Keebler around here?
Oh god, it's the elves. There's your
It's
boy.
worse. It's edgy elves. You see Abelard's expression change as if the shadow has suddenly fallen over him. He rubs his temple wearily. As if we did not have enough troubles on our hands already.
Would you care to elaborate, Henrix?
Fuck no.
We'll get
I
lore. I'm
usually
going for that
choose-
lore.
Yeah, usually choose those because they get you XP. Heinrich nods. A breed of Eldari, the most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ship matches the description provided by the Voxmaster.
Any chance you can use that accent?
Huh?
Said any chance you can use that accent, you do.
That's because I love Ugra and I miss him. He's Ugra.
Was that the little
The sewer kobold.
yeah, you could probably get Mike to do something with them.
Like all Xenos, the Drukari are a blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect. And many of those creations are capable of things that may seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of the sun is one such example of what they are capable of.
Hold on. 1 second. Why is that? That might pop up and you guys might see that for like half a tick. There we go. Why? Come back. Rogue Trader, come back, baby. I miss you. I'm sorry. Why is Rogue Trader not working? Oh crap, I broke Rogue Trader. Give me a second. I can fix this.
Trader, come back!
Baby, I'm sorry. I wasn't cheating on you with another Warhammer game, I promise.
You can blame it all on orcs.
That should fix that issue. Are Xenos in league with Aurora's cultists?
We
Extremely
can rule
rare
out that
occasions
possibility.
the Drukari has been observed. Thank you. It's not like I was reading that.
Oh, did it disappear on you?
Yeah.
We can rule out that possibility. The Drukari would never ally themselves with the arch-enemy's worshippers. If I had to name one thing that humanity and the Xenos have in common, it would be a shared loathing for warp corruption. Heinrich glances around. The situation calls for immediate action, Sachi. We can continue this conversation later if you so wish, but right now, he gestures at the deck teeming with tumultuous activity. I believe you should assume command.
Writing
Maybe
down
you drive
in my
this
journal.
Donald.
Shit's getting fucked up. I'm dealing with it later. Checkbook. That's all she does with that book. This is the current situation on board.
Just every single page is capped off. Shit's fucked.
Yeah. Wish I was still at Space Donald's. Shouldn't have named ship Space Donald's.
Hello, Aaliyah.
The navigator's
Right.
sanctum is no longer empty, but the warp engine is still refusing to obey the engineers?
Engine sears.
Why though? I'm just saying engineers because that's what it sounds more like.
It's literally they are divining the will of the engine. They're engine seers instead of engineers.
Yay. Without
Correct.
it, we cannot perform a warp jump. Go kick the damn thing. Oh, you get to be the toaster fucker.
That's racist.
But it's true.
Also somebody I miss. It's Malbot. Pascal's voice buzzes anxiously from his vox. It may be angry, or perhaps it is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for a prayer service. If the Omnissiah grants me comprehension, I will appease the machine spirit of this vessel. Pascal,
we-
you so silly. Go fuck them toasters.
Do we have any hope of retaking the planet? I fear that Ryak Minoris is lost. This situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave this system as soon as possible. I wasn't joking when I said shit was fucked. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy and who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we also have shuttles salvaged from the starport.
We stole a lot of shit, Lord Captain.
The dark eyes of the Sister of Battle flashes. Then we must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argentina, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the poor people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving those people who at this moment look to the heavens for hope of salvation. Well, we could use more slaves.
The lives of the peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the holy relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the electro priests who guard and tend to it.
Didn't they attack us?
Yes, you got bodied. I believe there was a Brazzers logo.
That you remember.
Yes, I do.
You didn't film it, did you?
Of course not, Lord Captain.
Good, because if you did, I
Little-
was going to want a percentage of that.
Just a little ping on the cloud share.
Everyone's like downloading it as fast as possible.
Abelard furrows his brows. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we are putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Rykad Minoris. The Von Valentius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and so, lamentable though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation.
Don't we
I've
need more
already-
people to work on the ship?
I've already put on my baby stomping boots.
Yes,
Are you
they
willing
may
to make
have
me change?
babies. They may have babies for you to stomp. You want to miss your chance at that, Abelard. This joke is going to persist.
Heinrich's eyes, like two deep, dark pools, are resolutely fixed on you. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge towards death, the finale of the cult of the Final Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event. A world had surrendered to the servants of the arch-enemy and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos. A sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. They are full of ick and they stink bad, and I don't want them on our fucking ship.
Well, we're not going to bring the corrupted on here.
How do you know?
Well, we'll have Abelard smell him. He knows how to smell the corrupted. He's good at that.
Just Abelard leaning really. I told you that in confidence. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Electropist Monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from a fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykad Minoris from becoming an outpost of the archenemy. Blow
can't-
shit up is my vote.
I mean, can't we bring some here and then blow shit up?
We could we could either bring people and then we risk chaos monsters on the ship, or we go and grab a super reactor and risk chaos monsters on the ship, or we blow the whole shit up. And that is my decision for this. Pascal's gonna be calling bullshit.
That's my toaster! I left my data slate.
Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit, as do I see that the storm is already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows ever more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp's turbulent currents.
Shut up, fishwife. And he just slaps her.
I am with the lady on this. Enough talk. We need to get out of here while we can.
Oh, this is fun. The blue something is leading to part of the information that you did earlier. If you highlight it, it shows you the action that got this prompted. Which is specifically
wounded by the corrupted weapon which led to a warp entity invading your mind. Damn it.
Yeah.
You want to take
Something. Sure. You listen here, you voice actress. You tell me when you want me to take the damn things.
this? Take it.
Something lurking in the depths of your consciousness bristles at the passing thought of saving people. The spike of horror you feel takes your breath away. It's as if you're planning to steal the prey of a mighty predator. The planet is already wrapped in the thread stretching out from the warp. It deserves to have a new master.
Why can we not evacuate at least some of the people?
For the simple reason that the transformation process will soon become irreversible, and our sole weapon against it is useless. The energy released by the bombardment could stoke the warp energies. I have never witnessed the aftermath of a bombing of a demon world before, but there is enough evidence of such attempts for me to say with confidence that you do not want to see it. We need to fuck off, quick.
So which of the planet's inhabitants can we evacuate? I'm going to ignore you. Good luck. Protect me. Give me a moment.
I shall read for you.
No, I got it.
Oh,
That was
okay,
just
okay.
something else. The nobles you rescued at the starport have given the coordinates of shelters where we can find surviving aristocrats and their families. As for the Sergeant Malgore's troops, they will help to control crowds of frightened commoners and prevent shuttles from being overloaded. Oh, fuck that. I'm not saving aristocrats. Thanks to you, we have salvaged many shuttles from the starport we can use.
Basically, you have the choice of rich people, poor people, the reactor, or fuck off as fast as possible.
I'm tempted to either go for the reactor or the poor people. Fuck the aristocrats.
So, I would bid you reminder that your character thus far has been rather heretical. There's 3 formats of the stuff, although the 4th that's not mentioned is my favorite. You see that dogmatic?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 normal paths. There's the iconoclast, where you are like helping the poor man and being nice and trying to help people. There's the heretical, where you're like fucking things up and growing tentacles out of places that you shouldn't have them. And then there is the dogmatic, being the strict adherence to imperial, like, you're basically a Bible-thumping, Catholic.
You wanted me to be the heretic.
No, you chose to be the heretic from earlier where you got stabbed by the weapon.
Oh, I have recordings to prove you saying, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Of course I would.
You wanted it.
Yeah, because it's funny that way, but you play this however the fuck you want to
Again,
be.
core or the weapon? Is the fusion core really good for us?
It can be. I
Oh,
forgot to
you're a
mention-
bastard game.
the fourth one, which is my absolute favorite. The fourth way that you do this is, fuck you, I'm rich, I'm taking what I want.
Which choice is that?
In this particular instance, it's every time you want to make the decision, fuck you, I'm rich, I take what I want. So in this, I would say that would be the reactor.
Fuck you, I'm rich, I'll do what I want.
You know, I could use a super-powered reactor on my ship. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Any delay caused by loading and transporting to the ship will cost us precious time. Do not deceive yourself, Sachi. If you indulge your vanity, you will doom billions to eternal torment at the hands of the arch-enemy. Your choices are, yeah, okay, let's help people, or fuck them all. That's my damn thing.
Do not forge yourself, interrogator. One more objection, and you and I shall forget all about the need of you delivering to foot. Don't we? Oh God, don't we need to be on his good side?
He is an inquisitorial agent. He is a space cop. In nominal circumstance, people know that he's on the planet still. They don't know anything about you having him.
Are you saying we can kill him?
I'm saying that every member of your party can be summarily executed,
Is he
especially
dateable?
the Keeblers.
Is he
Yes.
dateable?
Yeah, Pretty Boy is absolutely fuckable.
You gotta learn to be my bitch.
You detect a flicker of something beneath Heinrich's sanguine mask. Whatever it may be, it does not seep into the interrogator's dispassionate voice. In that case, I would consider it necessary to point out the mark of the archenemy could infiltrate the ship, with the priests escorting the reactor. Keep that in mind for the future.
It's okay. We've got Abelard here, and he likes, beating things. It'll be fine. That'll just give him more of a workout.
I do like beating things.
Consider it done. It is likely our shuttles will have capacity to evacuate some people as well.
I love that there's always the option of, like, fuck these people.
Well,
That's it. There's
considering nobles
nothing else.
almost always end up being corrupted assholes.
I'm gonna. Do you want a little spoiler, or do you want to make a choice?
No, feel free to spoil.
Doesn't matter which one you pick, unless you pick the I only want the reactor. The nobles and the common folk are both fucking fiddled in this.
That's it. There's nothing else on this planet.
Hold on.
I don't think we're gonna be dating him. Abelard, you'll be coming to my bedroom. Pretty Boy isn't coming.
I'll get the lube. You should have listened to me, Rob Brady. We will have to pay for this mistake.
Look, I'm going to be far away from the planet. I don't give a fuck. We made a bad decision, didn't we?
I don't know.
You just obliterated the entire planet with everyone on it, didn't you?
I can't answer that in the affirmative or negative. The bridge is an upheaval. The technomat's prayers mix together in senseless cacophony while servitors work hastily to remove the hardened crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal, with a data slate clutched in his hands, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of activity around him. I got my data slate back. All my schematics.
You can take your porn to your room. What is going on here?
The warp sextant is not responding to commands. The ship spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger. I am currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble spirit.
Oh, it's pissed with what's on there, isn't it? Ooh, we fucked up. Magos, why don't you assume control of the technomats? Surely their contributions will speed things up?
They would only be a hindrance. I am searching for a way to rectify the error.
Pascal is muttering without taking his eyes off the data slate. There is a certain anxiousness to the way he moves his mechadendrites.
Pascal, this is now your ship and your temple. So start acting like it, you blasted cog. Let's see. Magus, if you do not bring the situation under control, we will all perish. Act swiftly. Crew, heed the word of Magus. Pascal, I kindly request that you take charge of this mess. I'm going to be nice to you once, you fucking toaster.
I'm not a fucking toaster, I fuck toasters. Thank you, your ladyship, you are right.
Pascal's... Oh, shit.
You're right.
Pascal's voice changes when he addresses the crew. He now speaks with authority and resolve. Just, like, completely changes voice. Tech comrades, heed my instruction.
They all just kind of stop and they look at him.
Wait a minute.
Oh shit, that's what he sounds like when he's serious.
The mayhem immediately subsides, and the crew's actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah's servants start working in sync, and the binaric clamor becomes a symphony of reports, which the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor.
Admirably done. Do not ever act like a spineless greenhorn.
I like that. Quit being a little bitch.
Well done, you get head pats.
The Omnissiah guides me.
And he's back to being a bitch.
The prayers of the tech priest surrounding the cogitator almost drowned out the sounds of bustling bridge behind you. Pascal poring intently over the data slate. Poring. P-O-R-I-N-G? I think that's not right. In his hands, extends a mechadendrite towards you.
Please take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. You must push the buttons. I am not allowed.
No, that isn't right. You're right. They didn't catch that. I mean, it's
must
only a
type in
big
your
budget
password.
game.
I believe you said it was 69420 rules. Smoke, blaze it up, 420.
She's like, what?
Just
Well, I
kinda
studied
what
the
the hell's
data.
wrong with you?
Fuck, hold on.
You okay? You killed
Yeah,
yourself
that-
there.
No, you got me.
See, that's the problem. Voice acting is when the other person starts laughing. Do you know how many recordings of stuff I've had to do?
Jesus.
Oh, there's a lot of bloopers for the games I'm in. Trust me. There was one where I got to play a killer, and I fucked up the line, basically where I show what I am, and there was just like a 5-minute rant of how stupid I am, and I just left it for the devs, and they said it was the funniest thing.
Dear Christ. Also, we have another person, Miss Alice Hood.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you, new friend.
Longtime friend.
I'm sorry that you have to listen to my voice now.
Now I'll go back to work.
I studied the data and discovered the machine node that was damaged as a result of the heretic sabotage. Bunch of bitches. The functioning of the warp sextant was tampered with, and the ship spirit, aggrieved by this violation in the rite of operation, is now rejecting its calculations. I sought a way to rectify this error and have concluded that your participation is necessary to do so. If you could please press the buttons Alt F4.
I know what that does, Pascal.
I've heard you could delete System 32.
Pascal, don't make me unplug you.
The cogitator systems of this Temple of the Omnissiah are subordinate to the shell whose repository serves the machine we see before us. A machine created for your predecessor, and one that uses the biological signatures of dynastic blood in its commutations. The spirit should recognize the ship's mistress and submit to her will. Should.
Pascal speaks the final word with a slight tremor in his synthesized voice.
Pascal, if this doesn't work, I'm feeding you to the machine spirit.
I believe there is another rite of percussive maintenance until you hit it until it works.
There, I'm doing that just because we're getting a little bit of an issue there with that. That should sound that should sounded less than assuring.
Lord Captain.
Comes the crackle from Pascal's vox, part beleaguered sigh, part interference.
I am still poorly acquainted with this void ship. The acolytes here have adopted their own customs for conversing with the machine spirits. They do not know me, and they express themselves in a little-known dialect of the Technolingua. I will trust in the Omnissiah that my analysis of the data was correct. It means that we have a chance of appeasing the ship's spirit.
You mean it's just talking in binary? Just tell it 001011001. I'll kick its ass 001.
What did you say about my mother?
Pascal would probably like to be fed to the machine spirit. Good point.
Swan dives into the giant fucking organ machine in the back. The huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits on the green background make your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind. The typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnissiah's creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as in the gate of the warrant chamber. The thing that bit your fucking hand.
I'll poke it in the eye.
Pascal's voice becomes imbued with imperious force.
Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the incense instrumentation for the liturgy of the machine spirit propitiation. Senior Technomans, recite the prayer to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with the canopological protocol Omnissiah Rejoice.
Why does it smell like skunk in here?
I think that guy might just be blitzed out of his mind. He is just waving weed.
Yeah, he does that. We kind of leave him alone.
I once dressed up a servitor in programmer socks.
Oh god.
I must inform you that for the purposes of safety, complete the reassembly of the warp sextant and updating of his datasmith blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch the volume of aggregate calculation errors could result in the destruction of the data crypts. Shit might get fucked. But as we do not have 100 hours at our disposal, we must omit this procedure.
Pascal looks down at the data slate in his hands.
A minor deviation from the rite of operation for the sake of appeasing the spirit.
Speaking of torturing you, Wednesday, or Tuesday, whichever one you want to do for streaming, a game we did a demo of, Gore Doctor sent me the full game, and it is just as janky. Remember the one I got stuck in the wall trying to enter the door?
Yes, the... Oh god, the one that had, like, the chains hanging down?
Yes. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you some terrible games. What must I do?
Place your hands inside the throat of the Cogitator Guardian. The Cyber Gargoyle, which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. To it, we will offer our prayer so that we may bypass the protective protocol to their effective connections and launch the warp sextant.
Pascal's voice grows quieter.
The laws of the Omnissiah know no exceptions, and so in this ritual I will remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit in whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my
Safety, what
liturgies,
safety
Lord.
do you speak of? We just wing it and hope for the best. Yeah, that's about right. At this point, that's what they do in Warhammer.
Exactly.
Follow my liturgies, Lord Captain, and we may receive his blessing. I heard there's an OnlyFans.
Not anymore, we got banned off of there.
The metal jaws clamp down on your hand, breaking a delicate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image on the vid screen before you changes.
Ow, son of a bitch! Oh, I was joking about the 001 thing. Little did we know that the stupid thing is in C++.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is Linux!
Oh god, which version? No, it's worse. It's Apple. Run! What does it all mean?
Updating Mac OS. Is that really where his fucking name comes from? That's so stupid. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not going to explain this because it's going to come up as a surprise later, but basically what it shows here is that there was a connection, a successful registry, and then an access initiation, right? With an identification code. A program called nom_OS operating sent a command that shows act.
I'm sorry, Nom. So is the computer having a Nom flashback?
Apparently. A program called nom_OS just like basically countermanded what you did.
What the hell does all this mean? I'll read this one, because you've been doing a lot. At the sound of your voice, the cogitator servant, whose bronze-bound skeleton is built into the cogitator housing, shudders. With a screech, its skull rotates toward you and then stops in that position. Is it supposed to be able to do that? Is there one in the back just humping it? Look at the very back.
Yes, he is humping it furiously.
That man is going at it, and I know you priests loved it that much.
What is this God of Anarchy? Is this, you want me to say it in the voice? Is that why?
Yes, you should have made him donate for it, but you can give him a freebie.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
There you go, someone can clip that. We can use it against him.
Nothing like the things that Mike has against me.
I've heard those. I wasn't surprised by anything, but he's surprised by how sadistic you are sometimes. And I'm like, that's not even him being serious.
Yeah, I was always being silly and fun, even when I killed that monster that Cham and Velnos were so excited about. Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
Benevolent Codust's voice receptor.
Pascal emits a sequence of binary signals and then is silent for several seconds.
I hypothesize that the defect is located in the analyzer block. I register a reaction to the signal, but no processed response. A temporary override is permissible. Open up Task Manager.
Amagos intently studies the vid screen.
The shell was created on a forge world unknown to me. Initiating standard invocation of the machine spirit.
Just start smacking it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello?
Pascal leans over the adjacent instrument panel and sets his hands on the controls. At the same time, a quiet stream of machine code begins pouring forth from his box.
1337 Amleet Hacksaw. Grant access, please. Thank you. Bye.
Just as you said that, the screen glitched. I think it's intentional that we get that every so often in this. That, or I don't know if they're saying it, but it was like the screen where the machine is got glitchy. But it was just
It's
perfect.
probably... Yeah, it's probably something intended.
What should I do now? I'm not touching this thing without your okay.
Lord Captain, I now ask you to address the machine spirit. Speak the following command.
By my authority, I revoke the inviolability protocol of the warp engine.
The voice receptor will receive the vocal entry. Local entry? Holy shit. Without your sanction, the machine spirit will not accept the data from the warp sextant.
Is that what the CD drive is for? I've always told that wasn't what it was for.
I use it as a drink coaster.
So do a lot of other people. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have taken that fucking thing with me.
Well, it already stabbed you.
Oh, okay, it's not gonna do it again.
Lord Captain,
Pascal stops and then continues more calmly.
Please, you will anger the machine spirit before we have removed the restriction.
My
You just fucking randomly tapped buttons. That's what you did.
That's what I did. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Oh, Pascal's gonna kill me. Look, I used to be a manager at Space Donald's. I'm not very smart. By my authority, I revoke the Just do your damn job. Smack, smack,
Fucking
smack.
work. Yeah. And then you smack it.
Shit out of it.
One of the cogitator's vid screens turns red. Pascal sees this and raises his hand, signaling to the rest of the tech priests, then withdraws a connector from his sleeve and connects it to the machine.
Servants of the Omnissiah, make now the offering of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit so that it may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls.
So is it wrong that I would really like to just see one of those that are swinging that just accidentally hit a screen?
Oof, oh, fuck!
That one
Just
is Fred.
ashes.
He's a little dumb. Just banging
And
the
that is-
keyboard, yeah.
That is 3 times this week, Fred!
I told you it was skunk smell in there. In a meek, solemn voice, the acolytes offer up a cleansed data crypt to the warp engine one after another, repeating prayers of exhalation. After annotating the contacts with sacred... you know what? Fuck it. You take it. I'll just keep being this. There's a lot of big words in here. It's a little hard.
This game will fucking test your vocab. I've been struck down a couple times. I've looked at it like there's a couple words that they get here and there where I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? What thesaurus looking asshole is sitting here beating his dick over Webster's? Ugh. In meek solemnity, the acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine, one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them into the cogitator's slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy senses, foul-smelling, dank clouds of smoke, and from the loss of the blood that the cyber... Holy shit, you are bleeding a lot, actually. From the
It
loss of
nicked
blood.
my wrist.
Should this have slit my wrist? And the world swims before your eyes.
Okay, no, you could have said that in a lot simpler way. You just wanted to look like you were smart, game.
We were chanting, and then you almost passed out because of the dank smoke, and also you're bleeding a lot.
Yes, I could use a healing here. Medic?
Computers need no medicine. Let this mechanism awaken in renewed purity. But not you, Captain.
I was about to say you called.
Pascal enters a sequence of commands and raises his head, watching the vid screens. Suddenly, he stops dead.
No.
His fingers fly over the command runes, entering command after command. His mechadendrites clicking their pincers, pull at one lever after another. The vid screens filling... Why do the computers have levers? I love that. I love 40K aesthetic, but it's so fucking dumb.
Because
at these
somebody
big dumb
thought it'd
lever.
be cool.
I want a big dumb lever to start up my computer from now on.
You could
That'd be
probably
great.
build that onto it.
100%. I could fucking wire that. Anyway.
It'd be like
vid
that. Did
screens-
you see the one tech that he fucked with his wife by setting the power button so it doesn't work, and there was like a hidden power button? She
Oh,
couldn't-
yeah.
He's so fucking evil.
The vid screens filled with the strings of symbols, completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying... Oh, Jesus. Conveying something to the Magos. He was...
Apparently,
apparently
didn't agree with him.
Yeah, right?
Do not... Look, I've learned I'm not interfering. I'm bleeding to death here.
Still bleeding. Anybody gonna help? No? Okay. It's Ablad. I'm coming, Lord Captain. And you just hear things like crashing. Trying to find a med kit. It's from very far away.
Abelard, there's literally one in every room. How can you never find it?
By the way, I don't know if you've looked around. I thought this was like a fucking unique setting the first time I played this. We're just on the bridge. Right behind you, down that carpet, is the big holographic planet that you use to drive the ship.
Abelard keeps tripping on it, trying to get to you.
He's just tripping down the carpet. It's like a fucking football field. Coming, look, Carl!
He's getting wrapped up in it. He just arrives all wrapped up in it like a cartoon character.
I'll be honest, God of Anarchy, you are not far off. You're not far from what I intended.
I'll get you, He-Man.
It's a little bit that. After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted to the cogitator begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts into flame and gives off foul-smelling smoke. Around you, the Omnissiah's servants break off from their prayers, and someone bursts into frantic pleading.
I'm still bleeding here. Just ignore me.
Oh shit, not my N hentai stash.
Oh yeah, they don't exist anymore.
I know, that's deep cut.
Internet lore.
The entire Discord was mourning that.
Pascal mournfully grates out.
The mass of errors in the warp sextant's calculation is destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirits. The warp engine could not be filled with the motive force. We are trapped.
A moment later, the Mygos continues uncertainly.
Perhaps an alternative Ryzen protocol or an emergency launch of the auxiliary coils.
The tech priest bends over the cogitator, but something in his pose and movements reveals his desperation.
I swear to God, computer, if you don't work, I'm going to go get you an AMD processor because I know you hate them. It was worth a threat. Is this because I picked up the fusion core?
The do what now?
Is this because I picked up the fusion core?
No, this is the crazy ass computer doing crazy ass computer
so this was
things.
gonna happen no matter what.
Yeah, this is like a set part. So, minor spoiler, the thing that's doing this becomes a member of your ship of sorts.
I'm going to stab it. Still bleeding here. This feather was not red before.
Literally my favorite responses in this game. Some of them are in your fucking talking to the computer. When you're like, hey, I realize how cool it is that you're here. But also, shut the fuck up, you serve me. Every interaction you can be to be a rich bastard. I would love for you to do that.
Maybe.
While the other vid screens are filled with more and more strings and symbols, the monitor in front of you blinks and its static image changes. Pascal is too engrossed in his ritual to notice. What's horsedick.mpeg?
You're not Bosch. Stab true, stab false. The turf's to query.
It's asking you a question.
Query? What query?
The cogitator's servant creaks quietly in its joints, a sound that is drowned out by the binaric hymns and the tapping of command runes.
It's just a keyboard. They're not ruins, I keep telling you that. Injury rescue. Obey me. You just scrap.
If I may, I would love for you to pick 2 or 3, or 2 or 4. 3 is like the correct way, and 1 is kind of like the bumbling dork answer. 2 and 4 are the rich bastards.
Obey my ass.
Pascal's voice shakes with tension.
Oh shit, I read that in the not narrator voice.
He's taking over the narrator. Run!
Oh no, I am in the narration now. I have broken the fourth wall. I sound a lot like Skeletor.
Pascal's voice shakes with tension.
That was non-executable request, Lord Captain. Even if a voice receptor could interpret such a...
Do my bidding, you little bitch. Starts kicking it.
Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vid screens begin to stabilize, one after another. The strings frenetically galloping across the green background are replaced with stable images or regularly updating status reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red.
I told you I could make it work.
At least the fucking computer knows its goddamn job, slaps Pascal. The tech priest's vox crackles in shock, but his report is as clipped and clinical as ever.
Registering. Warp sextant activated. Registering. Data stream stabilizing. Registering. 0 data errors found. Reporting. The warp engine is ready for translation.
Damn
Shit,
right it
not
is.
fucked.
After a pause, Pascal adds,
I am also reporting evidence indicating a Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in the glorification of its function and in defiance of deactivation.
Is that it saying that it knows I'll deactivate its ass if it doesn't work?
No, Lord Captain, that is saying that the shit is working when shit should not work, and it's crazy, and that's a miracle.
Good. Get to stretch those voices out today.
oh yes, wasn't he like Southern or something?
I think so, yeah. We kept making a joke about that.
Lord Captain, Ravor here. Crew are almost finished carrying out their orders given earlier, and I've just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warper engines are up and raring to go. We're ready to begin a translation to the warp, your ladyship.
What just happened?
Pascal pauses.
I hypothesize that the ship's spirit heard our prayers and intervened. It summoned the power of the Omnissiah to do something beyond my comprehension.
Here's the Omnissiah perceives and knows the power of your faith, Pascal. It knows, let's see. Expect you to save my ship yourself, not pray. I know little of the Omnissiah's sacred machines, but what I saw on the screen looked strange.
A non-standard output of information lost in the data core. The servitors used it as data conduits are not always fully lobotomized, and fragments of their thoughts can appear even in pure code.
Pascal falls silent, immersed in thought. He thinks that's literally these little dudes who are like thumping on it and have the silver head on them. Those are servitors. They're lobotomized criminals, or just... I want to be clear. Criminals in 40K doesn't mean anything other than you might have been on the wrong road at the wrong moment and they declared you guilty and then lobotomized you and turned you into a robot.
I just know servo skulls are cute.
Well, they have real human brains in them.
Still cute. I have a little tiny itty bitty tiny one someone sent me.
That is adorable.
It is. Like, I think it's actually one that you play with. Like, he's so tiny. He's like the size of, like, my little fingernail. So tiny. Look, you did good, Pascal. It understands your faith and not me kicking it 40 times.
I hope he will grant me the revelation that will allow me to comprehend the nature of this miracle.
Pascal walks, buzzes with wonder and an undercurrent of exultation.
Lord Captain speaking. I give the orders to the commence translation to the warp. Let's get out of here.
Waiting for you to ascend to the captain's throne, Lord Captain.
May the Emperor protect us.
Just walk past Abelard who's still tripping on the thing. I'll get the medical kit myself.
I got here, Lord Captain. He turns around. You're already on the throne. Oh, shit.
We need to do like a little comic of just Abelard's adventures. It ends, he's just sitting by the throne and she's petting his head. Good boy, you tried. I love how old school this looks.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
You know, we should set those things up to race. It'd be really funny. It'd be great for the crew to bet on, and I'll make all the money.
Anytime you wish, Lord Captain. I think they call that drone racing.
As long as it's not pod racing. Please tell me Warhammer doesn't have that.
Technically, no.
Oh, that looks so cool. I love, like,
the Von Valancia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void ships plunged deeper into the Corona's expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius. Having paid their last respects,
really quietly.
the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
She doesn't matter, don't worry, Pascal, you're mine. Did we just throw her ass into space?
I believe that was the super grease fryer on the Space Donald.
Mmm, yummy. Dinner time, everybody! Lord Captain, allow me to report. Our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator, Orcelio informs me that we have reached the point where we can translate the real space in the Furbundus system. Fuck whoever would name that. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting your permission to begin process. Also, your tech priest keeps trying to hit on me.
You have a lovely toaster mouth.
No means no. Later means come to my place when no one's paying attention.
Just swats him on the ass.
The Furbundus system is home to Footfall. I almost thought that said football. It took me a second. The only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf. Okay. In the Coronis expansion. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machine worn down by the warp, and to allow the servants of the Omnissiah to inspect and heal the void ship's wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your
Protectorate.
Thank you. Protectorate. Dorganus, Janus, and Kaiva Gamma. He's from 9
That is a
hours.
lot of words.
Yeah, I don't know what I said. Master Zachary Wise has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Emetrium. The League of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valencia dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, "Apparently, the League is anxious to meet as soon as possible. They will give you whatever you want, or it's simply a trap." Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Delaros will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he will be interested in talking to you as well, Sachi. Take off your shoes.
Yeah, you've suddenly got weird in this. What is shoes? What are we talking about? I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive at Footfall, Sachi. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete.
Oh, we can't keep him on with us?
You can.
Your ass is not going anywhere, pretty boy.
Your ladyship, young Evane Winterscale has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and for saving him from certain death. That's that little dork that we saved on that prison planet. The
Oh,
one that was
right, the
getting
bitch.
cut on. Yeah, the one, I think he's missing an eye now.
He'll be fine. We'll give him a robotic one. It'll look cool.
Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Evane swears he will not forget his debt to you.
Oh, he will not. I will fucking write it on his back. At this point, that pain should be good for him. Oh, sorry it soft locked you, man. The game soft locked somebody.
Ooh, that sucks. Anarchy, if you ever have any questions about it, I have a passing knowledge of most of the 40k shit. So ask questions and they shall be answered anytime something doesn't make sense. But a very quick overhand, Warhammer Fantasy, the Total War stuff. Warhammer 40k is just all that in space, but Skaven don't exist. It's super space Catholics with everything sucks because nobody does anything except by ritual. And if
The
you try
Skaven
to
are the
operate
rats,
on
right?
tech. Correct.
You don't have the rats in Warhammer 40k? What happened to them?
They used to have something, and then they and the fucking Dawi, the goddamn dwarves, left, and for the longest time it was a joke because we would call things getting squatted whenever they got, retconned out of existence. Because the squats are space dwarves, and they only recently came back.
Are they still fun, or are they now boring?
They're super weird. They're really fun, but they're super weird because they're like, instead of ancestor worship like normal dwarves, they have AI engines that your brain gets turned into when you die, or that you can like volunteer for, and the AI are their ancestors, and they have like family AI that guide their houses, and they're from the center of the universe. It's really stupid, but it's actually kind of fun.
I still miss the pimp mobiles that you showed me.
The fucking Gene Stealer limos were so good.
Do people still use them despite the new rules?
Technically, you're not supposed to, but there are some people who field models still. I still play with them in place of transports.
They are fun. When you showed me pictures, I'm like, I like these. I want
Yeah, they're
these.
fucking great. They're just full send like Rolls Royce limos, and they're so dumb. I love them. Anyway,
I hereby inform the rogue trader that during a comprehensive system inspection this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. What I mean is I found shit protected by a password and I want to see. You want to know the password?
Look, if it's one from the previous person, you can hack it. I don't care.
69426. You remember this, I already said.
And why do you ask me? You already know the password.
Because you have to enter it. Unit
Fine.
Sachi van Valencias has been added to the access list and assigned Identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access the data from the captain's cogitator, provided she possesses the decryption key.
you detect a hint of something resembling curiosity in Pascal's mechanical voice.
Are you leaving us, Enrix? Do you think I'm going to allow you? Hello, puppy. I have a puppy. Hi.
You think you're allowed to leave? The arrangement between Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I'd be transported to Footfall and no farther. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and patience any more than I already have. Sachi.
You're staying your ass here, or I will chain you like a dog. Right, Nico?
Thank you for your offer, but I must decline. I'm afraid my duty to the Golden Throne becomes before everything else.
No, wait till we get there. You're not going anywhere. And Gina, who is Reverend?
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus, who wants to talk to me.
It's a fucking dumb reference to Hieronymus Bosch, who made, like, really fucked paintings of hellscapes. I highly recommend, if you're an art nerd, Hieronymus Bosch is one of those, like, oh, thanks, that's nightmares now.
I probably have seen his art. He is the head of Drusian missions on Footfall and one of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for the loyal servants of the Emperor to do. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new rogue trader to the Von Valencia dynasty. If you wish to have me aboard your voyage ship, I request we meet with Reverend Nightmare Fuel.
Reverend Dick's touching.
Idris, tell me about the system we are arriving in.
You did that yourself.
Yeah, I did that one to myself. I'm just gonna call it Furry. Furry is valuable due to the close proximity to the Maw. Wow, that joke worked way too well. Thank you, game.
FurryCon is next to the Maw.
They would enjoy that. The gateway to the Imperium, the system is most likely known for Footfall, the main base for merchants, privateers, and rogue traders, traversing the Coronis Expanse. Additionally, the star itself is orbited by the Adeptus Mechanicus station, which is off limits to outsiders. I just did not go full computer with that one.
Alta Templum Calixis Extension 17. I had the honor of tending to this shrine for a few thousand cycles. I suggest you abstain from visiting it, as most tech comrades at the station are engaged in meditative calculations that should not be interrupted. I believe they call it gooning.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No. Bad. Get the squirt bottle. What do I need to know about Footfall? It is the largest port and the trading capital of the Coronis Expanse. It has a dockyard that will allow us to inspect and repair the void ship, and it boasts its own astropathic choir, the Coronis Expanse communications nexus.
So very quickly, an astropathic choir is, they put a bunch of psychic dorks. So every psychic in the Imperium eventually has to make it to a black ship or to one of the sanctioning spots and be taken to Terra to pretty much be burned alive in his psychic excellence, right? And astropathic choirs are how they transmit messages. They don't have, like, FTL communications. They literally have an entire group of people, literally a choir, sing messages into the dark space hellscape dimension that they travel through, and then other planets will pick up the chants and send it on to the next one.
This has become some Macross ass shit.
It is so fucking dumb, and I love it so much. That it's so wasteful in every single regard that you have to have essentially a Baptist church choir on your ship so you can talk to people.
Oh God, no!
Oh, I can't wait until they start doing the jigging and jiving. You know the.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. We both dealt with Baptist plenty of times.
Right?
We're gonna grab snakes and pretend they're possessed.
Jesus.
Not to mention pirate hideouts, smuggler caches, and forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. In the Coronis Expanse, the Imperium relies on this as its outpost. The fringes of humanity's domain rarely resemble its central worlds. But as long as Footfall serves the God Emperor, insofar as it can, it will be considered a citadel of the Imperium. Although I've heard that the tithes it sends are underwhelming, to say the least.
Due to Footfall's remoteness, it has developed its own rules and customs. Many of the goods that can be procured there would be considered heresy in the heart of the Imperium, enough to warrant summary execution. Moreover, footfall is the domain of the rogue traders, who transcend certain imperial laws by virtue of the warrant they bear. You might find somebody with one of the pimp mobiles. It's legal there. Fuck it, let's go. No more reading.
Tell Fishwife we're fucking off. Yes, Lord Captain. Fishwife! Slap. Vigis begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with her every word. The bridge is set in motion as hundreds of people start to prepare for the shift to real space, and measured chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew.
You get that one guy who's got the sore throat that day? You just get screwed in the warp.
Reaver, I don't care which one. I'll be honest with you.
They're
It'll
both
be
crazy.
both. Yeah.
We come from the south. We've dealt with that plenty of times. Vigis turns to you again. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise, and you inheriting the title. Liege Toccata will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock, and besides, he's expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive on the station with proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to go incognito. Tell me how the details of these choices will benefit me. According to Footfall's unwritten laws, rogue traders enjoy special privileges that exceed even the power of League. However, they may choose not to exercise those privileges in certain situations. Arriving incognito will give you more room to maneuver, while an official visit will allow you to directly intervene in local affairs. Oh, you bastard.
Basically, do you want to go in loud or go in quiet? And if you go in loud, everybody knows you're the fucking rogue trader, and they're like, oh shit, oh, you're fucking here. Holy shit. We should probably pack up some things and look nice in front of you. And the other way is like everybody's still got their laundry out. You get to see all the bullshit that everybody does behind your back when you arrive.
I do kind of want to see the bullshit.
I shall explain if you do not mind. As per this unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the Liege's decisions. But there is a catch. The Coronis Expanse is home to several influential rogue trader dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect.
Are you telling me we need to blow up the other rogue traders, Abelard?
I would yes, 100% yes. We can't let the, what was it? Not Space King? No, that wasn't it. Burger Galaxy Emperor something? I can't remember.
Emperor Burger.
Emperor, but there we go. Emperor Burger, they cannot be allowed to compete with us.
I absolutely get you. No one will get the shits anymore. We will stop their evil rampage. I really wish we had just named the ship Space Donalds.
Of course, that does not prevent certain persons, namely Caligo's Winterscale, from suddenly pulling the strings on Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing and a parade in your honor, the other dynasties might see this as a gesture as a newcomer challenging their spheres of influence.
Wow, even Abelard is saying to go in cognito.
No. He's more or less saying that, like, you should do it because you need to have the biggest dick in the room, but also if you do it, all the other big dicks are going to get upset that your dick is bigger. I do not see that as a bad thing necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Corda will be put on her guard. But you have just risen to prominence, and most people in the Coronis Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of Von Valencia soars as high as ever. I say do it. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You would, you fucking space cop. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of power. But right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way your arrival will not draw much attention, and the people will treat you as a person and not the almighty sovereign anointed by the Emperor. It could turn some situations to your advantage.
Oh, I kind of want to go incognito because I just want to see how people act when they don't know you're there.
That's entirely your choice.
Just like you walk up, you just hear them shit talking to you. All right, that one dies, that one loses his head, that one I need to smack with my dick. Okay. Got it.
Also, Anarchy, yes, there is a rugby football Warhammer game called Bowl. It is both a fantastic video game that they've released a few editions of, but it's also legitimately a tabletop game that you can play. If you want to see orcs smashing elves as they chuck goblins attached to balls, it's fantastic.
So dumb. So goblins exist, but we can't have rats and dwarves?
They're technically not goblins in 40K. They are grots, and they are lesser forms because orcs are actually fungal entities that grow via spores.
All right.
Welcome to stupid.
I really want to go incognito.
I believe we should go kick in the door, Lord Captain. Heinrich is a little bitch and would tell you to do the little bitch maneuver.
All right, chats. Should we flaunt it? Or should we go in incognito? Is the tabletop good as well? People are asking on the other chat.
I have a lot of fun with it. It's an acquired taste. I always recommend trying it. Another shill for, I don't get paid by it, but Tabletop Simulator is amazing, and I hope to God they have all the money in the world to keep doing the shit they're doing. You can get the rules and models on Tabletop Sim, and you can actually like fuck some shit up and play the game. It's really fun. So if you like it that way, fuck Games Workshop. Don't buy it from them, but definitely get into the collecting. It's great.
Dear
I mean, I
Games
love 'em.
Workshop, we work with you. Please don't drop me.
I love them. They're great.
Until they start writing lore shit.
Matt Ward was a particular downturn for the community. You cannot have a fucking Grey Knight wear a Sister of Battle as a hat and just expect we're gonna not remember it.
Wait, what? That happened?
They retconned it, but it did get released. There's a story about a bunch... So Grey Knights are like super Space Marines. They're like the super secret, super serial secret Space Marines. They're more secret than the others. They're anti-demon Space Marines. They not euthanized, they fucking sterilized an entire planet so all of their descendants would die off because they caught wind that the Grey Knights existed, right? They're like super, super serial demon hunters. They even have like silver implanted in their tattoos to be anathema to demons. In one of the fucking lore bits, they curb stomp a bunch of sisters and paint themselves in blood to give them an extra double anti-demon power.
That's so stupid.
It's because... Oh, it's so dumb.
And now
You can
everything has to
find-
be super serial.
Well, we got out of like... There was the 80s where everything was rock and roll and dumb shit, and they had like orcs with guitars as part of the army set, right? And then there was the 90s where like, let's dial up the everything sucks by 1,000,000% because it's edgelord time.
Aww.
And then the 2000s was evident of like more or less power creep and other silly stuff, but they started pushing more the humanity fuck yeah. And then as of recently, they've been trying to like noble push the it's got drama in it, and they're pushing the story forward, but a lot of the fans are kind of like, who the fuck cares about what this story is? It's I don't give a shit about Robite and his fucking goon squad, and the Necrons, while interesting, are really only interesting when they're dicking with each other. So like nobody really gives a shit, and they're setting up this the name, or what the fuck is his name, the Nameless King or whatever the hell, the Necron like overlord leader. They're setting up for failure. It looks like where they're gonna like, oh look, Bobby G is coming across the fucking evil territory to save his bestie, most best friend. Belisarius called the not fucking insert.
Is this by the same people who apparently rewrote the whole Space Marines thing to where now there's a mommy for some reason?
It's the
And
same
I know that
company.
pisses everybody off if it's mentioned. That a woman did it the entire time, that it wasn't the God Emperor doing everything.
There have been a couple recent lore digs of things that people will like, oh no, it was always, or set, you know. There have been some recent changes like that, correct.
My thing is, they're
Suffice to
making a
say.
big deal about female custodies, and everyone's like, who the fuck really cares?
Yeah, it's because it's never mattered if they were male or female.
That's what I
And
thought. They could be either. I've asked people before that, and they're like, yeah, it's not a big deal. They can be either of them.
yeah,
People are
the
stupid.
people. I think it was. I'll be honest with you. If I were a betting man, I would say that would sound like some false flag sort of like hype around something to hype people up for the next release, which is 10th edition Custodes.
Oh,
Which
that's what they're trying to do.
I think we're getting like an Imperial drop coming up soon. Anywho,
Yes, orcs used to have guitars.
yeah, orcs used to have guitars and like mohawks and shit like that. There are some fantastic pictures you can find of them just like bellowing. That was one of their rules too. You had like communications expert, and their whole thing was that they just yelled louder than the other orcs.
So, Bo chat room, should we go in loud and proud or incognito? Do you want to whip your dick out, or do you want to see what everyone's saying behind your back?
Abelard says, whip it out. When in doubt, whip it out.
Abelard,
Do
you
it
just
for
like...
Harambe.
Harambe's not here, Abelard. I told you that.
Heinrich says that we should not fuck around and you get people to stab you in face when you come up and say you are Lord Master.
We have one for incognito. Alright, 2 bits and you can decide. I'm getting stuck in the voice. It's fun.
Oh, the Russian one?
No, the rogue trader. The very commanding voice. Swing that thing around. Show him who's boss. So we've got a split going here, guys. Somebody fucking make the decision. Don't make me go get the dice. I'll go get the dice just in case. I'm also checking donations.
I agree with your assessment, Anarchy. What I would say about that is that literally everything orc is from spores. So the squigs are from spores. The people, the grots are from spores. They're all the same mushroom thing. And my favorite part about them is that the fucking squigs can be anything. You know all those models with orcs with hair? Orcs don't grow hair. Those are squigs. Those are latched on parasitic pig monsters that are on their head to simulate hair.
Why?
Because what else would you do? We got a few more for the incognito route.
I suppose we are going incognito then. I will do the voice. You know what? That one gets the voice. I don't get to do the voice enough right now. It will be done, Lord Captain. Vigis bows again. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. Alright, finally I can save. Jesus, these people would not stop talking for 3 hours. There we go. You know, fun fact. So, you know how Steam doesn't give a shit how many saves you give? GOG gets really bitchy about that. So that's also why I'm switching over to the Steam one. Thanks to Games
Yeah, I get
Workshop,
that.
by the way, for giving me that. Should we, alright, so we just head out? Or is there something
be
to do
honest.
on the ship?
I would praise their fucking name day and night if they sent me a Custodes or a Baneblade. I would suck a dick for a Baneblade.
You want me to see what I can do? Your son almost took my fucking plushie.
The thing's like a $300. Yeah, absolutely. He loves that thing. And also,
Does he
no,
want
there's
it? I'll give it to him next time he's here.
no, it's okay. I appreciate it though.
No,
so
with
what
the
we
way
can
he
do-
fell in love with it, I felt bad not giving it to him. He was just like, what is this?
You're so sweet.
Oh, my little nephew.
So the thing that we can do here is you can talk to everybody in turn. This is like the party members floor. If you hit M, you'll see everybody positioned everywhere. Everybody always has like shit to say after one of the most recent quests. But it really,
Alright, time to hit on people.
yeah, I would limit it to the people that you actually give a shit about, because some of these people have some shit to say, and it's just like, oh my god, do you never
Lord
stop
Captain.
talking?
Let's talk about things that may be useful to me as a rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Outline the situation in the Coronis Expanse for me. What do I need to do to keep that in mind?
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words. The Coronis Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels.
Sorry, I was being a
Until
whore on
recently,
both.
the
both your
Coronis
chats.
Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak. But ones that allow for a non-standard approach where there is a promise of victory. The Coronis Expanse is considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
In other words, I get to keep the stood I steal.
In the
Correct,
first
Lord
instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them.
Alright.
If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis expanse. You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake.
Well, don't worry about it, he's dead.
If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so.
Are you listening into
The
my
only
microphone?
question, Lord Captain,
Hit
is
you
whether
with
you
a
will
solid
be able to
bitch, you
anticipate his
thought.
next steps. As you wish, Lord Captain. As you wish, Lord Captain. What
Aren't you
would you
glad-
like to know?
You get to have a break from voice acting for a little while.
I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No, used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling, the essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora, but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium.
Oh, he banged her hard.
I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue traders' army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue traders' personal council.
Banged hard.
It was a difficult choice for me. But I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of
sucked a mean
humanity
dick.
even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force. One who had built a protectorate amidst the dangers and wildness of the expanse. You could say there was no one among the naval command who was willing to impede the wishes of the rogue trader. To do so would be to risk their own position and their relationship with Theodora. The Lord Captain possessed certain contacts in the Imperial Navy. Contacts which she used to request help during the conflict on the border world. And which enabled her to make me an offer that resulted in my joining her retinue.
She was like, I want that. That's mine now.
The Navis Imperialis is an ancient institution with its own mandates and muster lists. On occasion, in the heat of an official briefing or an informal discussion, I violated those rules, determined to press my point. It is challenging to choose the words to accurately express my opinion on a situation or the actions of others that do not sound overly scathing or confrontational. Many in command were inclined to view my manner of speaking as unbefitting a person of my rank. What? Lord Captain, any allegations of improper feelings or unsanctioned relations are utterly baseless and bordering on the insulting. Utterly baseless.
Bro, you...
I am a widower. I am a father of 4. and if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11.
Damn.
My family lives on Dargonus. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship, and I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps.
Fair enough.
Of course. I thank you for the honor, but I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command. You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates. Lord Captain.
Okay, so we got some with him. We couldn't get... I don't think we can date him. Let's go see Fishwife.
She's at.
I will say I did like her statue that they made of her. It was really nice. Where is
So
she?
we don't have the mod for it. There is a mod out there that lets you bang Fishwife as a woman.
Okay, we need to get that mod.
Her romance is hilarious. It's basically, if you think of like any like turn of the century fucking like period piece romance, we want to be together but our houses could never be together because
Oh my
and
god,
it's a
we need to get that mod.
like holding hands is a scandalous thing for her, but if you try and kiss her she tells you to fuck off.
We need to get that. You need to get me that mod for next time.
I'll find it for you.
Let's listen to the bitch boy.
Oh, you want to talk to Heinrich?
Just so you know, Heinrich, you're not going anywhere. You're mine now.
Do it in Russian, you dumb bitch.
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn III. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
Oh, sucks for you.
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn III when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the black ship.
I'm just sitting here. I'm a psyker. Fuck you. We all have to work at Space Donald's. Thank you. You got to be rich.
Like many psychers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response.
AKA, he blew something up, didn't
My
he?
great-aunt had a pet grink.
Oh,
One day,
Jesus!
it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out.
Oh, what the fuck? I was joking.
And when my great-aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too. When I arrived on Holy Terra and was tested, I was found to be suitable material for becoming a sanctioned psyker, able to bend his curse to his own will. I can assure you that the adepts of the Astra Telepathica were right in their assessment. Picture a vast prison ship, filled with frightened, angry psychers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers.
Sounds fun. How do I flirt with him?
When one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit,
Why are you trying to
along
fuck
with the
Heinrich?
prisoners and crew tainted by him.
Look, I'm going for everybody if you
But
give me a
even after
chance to.
that, I
Look
heard
at that
the echo
jawline.
of
Of course I'm gonna
inhuman
fuck him.
suffering and terror
Exactly, I'm
that
going to make him
filled
my
that
bitch.
part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
He is literally that one that you just tap it and walk away and went, I just did it because I could.
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
How do I flirt with him? Can I not?
As we move forward, I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot more game left.
Okay. I don't care anymore. Who do I want to talk to? Oh, I gotta go talk to Pascal and hear what he actually sounds like.
He sounds like somebody deep-throating a cheese grater.
Why can't I go over to him? Where is he? Where the fuck is my toaster fucker? Can you date the toaster fucker? Pascal, what are you doing?
The Omnissiah knows
I don't know if you can.
comprehends all.
You know what would have been really funny, but I know they would have gotten in trouble for it? Actually have his voice just be AI.
Yeah, I think that would have been hilarious.
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
Did you stab him?
He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things.
We're just blankly looking at him. Like, what?
My mentor put forth a thesis.
somebody get me a
claiming
fucking
we have
thesaurus?
stagnated. The ritual is
The
now
voice actor was
nothing
thinking.
but a cage for
What is
souls
this asshole
and
on about?
false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
Something, 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 something?
Even those who have ascended to the Omnissiah's wisdom still bear the seed of imperfection born of their flesh. But the ambitions of individuals mean little when we discuss ritual and belief. Knowledge is divine, and any argument as to how it must be reached is an argument of ritual and belief.
Something, 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 something.
The teachings of the blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the Conclave.
We're just kind of looking around. What the hell is he talking about? What's he saying?
I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagus Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
It sounds like he's dead.
I pray that the Omnissiah grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us. Assessing his personality is difficult. The spirit of Brother Abel is different from that of most people. Tech comrades of the Cog call such persons quiet ones. He possesses significant intellect, but shuns communication.
Oh, so he's just antisocial.
So far, I have not been able to determine why Abel summoned me to Rycat Minoris, how he is related to the Blessed Amonat, or why he bears the same name as me. Perhaps Reverend Abel may not be fully able to actualize and interpret the available data.
Haha, I made a pun. Also, he might just be autistic.
I thought that was every single one of them.
I was wrong when I assumed it was the Blessed Archmagos Amonat who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link. Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the Blessed Amonat. May your labors be effective.
I regret talking to you. You're boring. You're funnier with the voice.
As fun as when Arch does the voice.
Exactly. Alright, so should we get going?
I refuse.
Don't you bitch at me. You go when I tell you to go. Something, 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 toaster sex. Something, 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 dark side.
Is that why we did Southern? Is because he's got those weird...
Yeah.
Lord Captain.
That's really funny to say. I'm sorry, hold on.
Lord Captain.
Reva's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed.
I'm getting reports of several ships moving towards us, judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries. They're not here for a chinwag, ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command.
Can we get a translation for the redneck, too?
Shit jumped in system, shit wants to fuck us, we need to fuck their shit.
Alrighty. Where did they come from, and why haven't you noticed them before?
Shit's fucked. The rubbish of furry abundance. And I'm not talking...
The rubbish of FurryCon.
And I'm not
Oh,
talking
Jesus.
about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of the meteorites, gas cloud, refuse from the shipyards. It all bunches together, and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. We're in space, Detroit. I didn't see it.
Damn it.
The silence over the Vox lasts for several seconds.
It's possible. He could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of your ship and decided to push his luck.
Can we evade this combat?
Rava snorts.
Just
Rava
smacking your mic, aren't you?
chuckles. No.
I don't think so, Lord Captain. There'd be no reason to. It'd be easier to blast these scum to smithereens than to evade them. We'll warn Footfall we're coming with a few macro salvos.
Alright, let's blow some shit up. On my order, all stations get ready for void combat. Make it go boom. I can hear a dog snoring next to me. It's fucking adorable.
Also,
Abelard, come here and hear the puppy snoring.
Yes, Lord Captain. He is adorable.
Got Kiwi just sprawled out on the bed. And Miko by me.
So if the saves work the same way, by the way, I can hop on, where it saves your game on my side too. I can hop into it and do the like clerical work to upgrade your ship and all that shit if you don't want to.
Oh, thank you. I'll leave that to you. I have full faith in you not fucking shit up. If I do it, I will fuck shit up.
Welcome to Cosmobama.
I love it.
Alright. In combat use. Alright, it's just going on. Oh, you're doing that, aren't you?
I'm doing what?
Did you make the thingy change?
I don't think so, no.
Because the tutorial suddenly changed. Okay, so can you control this or do I have to?
I'm gonna see. Hold on. Can I make? Oh no, I'm doing stuff.
Sweet. I give it. I'm not going to do tutorials. Don't show tutorials. This one I'm leaving 100% to you.
This is actually my favorite part of the fucking game.
I kind of figured this would be your thing.
I had to finish off the tutorial on my side.
Oh, fuck off with your tutorials. I don't care. I love that you literally click don't show tutorial and it's like, what? Show tutorial?
Quick! Lord Captain, that little bitch is trying to escape.
You know what to do to him.
The greased fryers in the back are under critical condition.
Don't let them get destroyed. We need those. I'm so glad you can control this shit, because I have no idea what's going on. This is totally your thing.
Yeah, this is actually, I love this shit.
Ready for a cosmic U-turn.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit that meteor. Hi, KiwiCon. What's wrong, buddy? Do you have a nightmare? Oh, you do that. I think he threw up. Give me a second. Did you throw up, Snuggle Bunnies? No, you just had a cough walk.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with the phrase toaster cest.
Okay, thankfully you didn't throw up. You just had a nightmare and woke yourself up. Where's my other dog? Oh, he went off to go see Mom. He abandoned my room. So how's everybody doing tonight? Please, if you enjoy, please feel free to donate. It does mean a lot. You can become a member on YouTube, either on this channel or my other channel, my second channel where this is going to go up. Or you can check out our Patreon or Subscribestar. Or just, give us a couple of stuff through Super Chats or Twitch bits. Oh, it's September, by the way, guys. On Twitch. The more you donate, the more Arch will show up on streams.
I wouldn't promise that.
Shut up. I don't think it's true. I mean, you show up when you can, to be fair.
I try.
I know. You do a good job. Stop showing me fucking tutorials.
So now we're the little ship on the far left. You can click each of the planets to check shit out, and you can check the... You can see there's the Dead World, there's the Altar Templum, and Drus's Blessing. If you want to do those, they're like before stuff that we can do before we get to Footfall.
Are they fun?
I don't remember the Altar Templum offhand.
Lord Captain, the station airlocks have been sealed from the inside. A Vox recording is stating that the priesthood of the Altar Templar Calixus X-17 Sanctuary has no desire to communicate with the Lighty and are refusing access to guests on that basis of the Adeptus Mechanicus privilege of inviolability, granting them sole jurisdiction over their sacred site. They told us to fuck off.
Yeah, they fucking did.
We don't have anything to extract from it.
Yeah, we'd need some more extractums. We can buy them on Footfall. And Drus's Blessing is, if I remember correctly, a fucking pirate ship that you can trade with.
Oh, let's go say hi.
Wait, no, hold on. If it's not the pirate ship, I think this might be the super... like, the regular Space Navy.
The redneck.
Oh, is it?
I said the redneck. That should have been a hint at you.
Lord Captain, we have the flagship Drus's Blessing with a small escort dead ahead. They're requesting a direct Vox channel patching you through.
Continue.
Cool. That's an interesting name, Austerius Thorfist. The Vox channel clicks, and after a brief pause, a dry, low voice hails you. Greetings, Lord Captain. I am honored to speak with the rogue trader of the House von Valencius. May your name be known through the ages. Chartist Captain Austerius Thorfist, bearer of a free charter of the merchant fleet. How can I be of service?
What is your squadron doing here?
We develop supply routes for Chartists. You see, my ship is a representative of the merchant fleet in this part of the Imperium territory. Yet we do not have a fixed, charter-defined trade route. Our mission is to establish business contracts with voidfarers in need of regular ship repairs and those who are interested in specialized goods.
Drugs? Is it space weed?
No, not space weed.
I want to look at the catalog of components available for purchase.
We
Anything
don't
worth
have
it?
space weed.
Damn it! I needed some
This
green
is-
dragon.
This is all shit that you can get to upgrade your spaceship.
Anything worth selling here?
No, it looks like everything that we have already is even to... Well, there is one upgrade, two upgrades. The Mark 201.B auger array and the Jovian pattern class 1 drive. Those two are sheer upgrades to the ship.
Should we grab them?
That's up to you. You're the Lord Captain.
Jovian pattern class? Is that the one? Or the Voss pattern?
The Jovian.
Should I sell any of our stuff?
You don't need to.
You just want to hoard.
Well, if you look down the list here, you'll see stuff blocked off in red due to reputation.
Okay.
If you go to the reputation tab, you can select shit to give to them to increase your reputation. But this is if you like the space battle stuff. I'll be honest with you, most of the space battle stuff doesn't really start kicking off until the second part of the game.
This one's green, the Void Pirate Trophy. Should we trade that?
That means that it is something that they will accept, and yeah, you can use that. Just click it and set it to trade, and it gives you 300 out of the 3,500 needed for the next level.
Sweet. Alright, let's go to Footfall. We have bought our ship. I've done with what I need to. I'm a woman. I need to shop.
I believe you did this guy.
Oh, yeah, I did. Your ladyship, something sinister is unfolding among the survivors of Reichard Minoris. There have already been several cases of evacuated refugees being found either dead or dying. All of them have been blinded using various means. I fear there is a reason to believe that they were agents of the cult among the people who came aboard. We didn't bring any aboard.
We loaded the priests and the reactor.
Oh, damn it. I knew the anathema would not fully release its hold on those doleful souls just yet. Then let us march and drive it away. Give me a proper report. Begin the interrogations. It will be done, your ladyship.
If I may interject,
If
there
you
is
say I
no
told you
need.
so, I swear to God, Abelard.
Abelard was the one that was like, do what you want. Heinrich was the one that was being a bitch about it.
The interrogations have already been conducted. I put in forces on alert as soon as the first body was discovered, though I decided not to disturb your ladyship until I had the results. Well, now I do. We've already arrested, let's see, 4 perpetrators at the scenes of the crimes that had yet to take place. Those are not murders, they were suicides.
Hello, YouTube. Give me a proper report on refugees. How were they quartered? How were they
Sewer
supervised?
slide. Not that, the other thing.
The venerated that shit and his retinue took refuge in one of the engineering bays, or more accurately, they barricaded themselves in. The wise servants of the Omnissiah are fearful beyond measure that ignorant lay people might damage or offend their miraculous fusion reactor, so they cloistered themselves in their own personal fortress. I need to know more about the killings. 11 bodies have been found thus far. The first victim had their eyes burned out with a gas torch. The second had acid splashed on their face, and the third was found wandering around on their last leg and with metal pins sticking out of their eye sockets. They died before we could interrogate them. The rest were killed and disfigured in similar ways. Through blinding, no trace of the killers, no trace of the identities found.
The people we apprehended were about to blind themselves and end their own lives. I am confident that all who perished did the same. When questioned, they all said the same thing. They are haunted by the sight of the dying Reichard Minoris. Even in their sleep, they still see the same horrific picture, so the sad wretches would do anything to make this nightmare stop.
Add a triple dose of sedatives to the rations of all Rycordians.
Certainly, Lord Captain, except I'm afraid this is not just the refugees. Abelard's voice is grim.
Oh god
Bitches
damn
be
it!
tripping.
Do we have to hire more people?
The only thing for sure is that bitches be tripping. 3 out of 4 people who were arrested were members of the crew. They watched Reichard Minoris die, and it left their minds scarred. We all bear the mark of the dark catastrophe, for it was the attention of the ruinous powers that branded our very souls. May the God Emperor have mercy on us.
Let's be real, the God Emperor is watching us wondering what the fuck is wrong with us.
They're bringing back the Space McRib again? The Space Rib?
It was popular. What do you want from us, my lord?
You are warned, your ladyship. It is regrettable that you did not listen. Bitch, didn't he just say it was part of the crew, too? So people just saw it, and you're being a bitch about it.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been worse if we blew the planet up.
Just go sit down, Heinrich, you dumb bitch.
Okay. Now what happens?
You can head to click footfall again, and it will actually, like, try a landing.
What the fuck? There we go.
So that was a picture of Footfall. It's a giant fucking statue of the God Emperor of Mankind with a bunch of space stations strapped to it.
Lovely. Are you guys enjoying the stream tonight? Everyone's just kind of chilling and watching our Space Donald's adventures. Somebody needs to draw our Space Donald ship.
Listen, Space Donalds has given us this time here today to tell you, don't try chaos. Stop it. Get some help.
I knew where you were going with that. Good night.
Good night, Aaliyah.
Finally.
Who the hell are you?
This is a woman.
Okay. Your ladyship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obstinance. We were told that you would be preferred to arrive on Footfall incognito, and so we're trying to attract as little attention as possible. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here on the behalf of the League. I think it's Liege, but I just keep saying it wrong. It's funnier.
Liege.
Oh.
Like Legion.
Oh, Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladium Tokata. Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station.
Slap her in her Brooklyn mouth.
Fuck yeah. Cassie's lips curled slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk murky and diluted, the look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Idra jerks her head, shakes it, and hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they are coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain.
Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapons.
It's like another Tuesday for him.
Well, I'm glad I wore my baby stomping boots today.
Who's coming? Judging by the voices, there are a lot of them. Angry, they've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is their numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptid pronoun? Oh, fuck.
Hey, newcomers!
Wow, that was the right voice for that one.
How's this for a warm welcome?
We are gonna beat their shit in.
I'm gonna let you know right now, no matter what you chose, it would have been
I'll make
fucking
an
this
example
attack.
out of you.
Spare none of them.
There you go. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna beat their shit clean in. So this would have happened no matter what?
Yeah, because I did the same thing, and it fucking tagged me too. Or, I'm sorry, no, I went the pronounced route, so this whole place was like a giant parade, and they still attacked me. They just shot up a bunch more people.
Oh, see, I got less people killed. Ha.
Hit that start the battle button
Oh,
whenever
sorry.
you're ready.
I was looking at something. Go, Abelard! Beat their asses! Make me proud, baby. Show who daddy is. Please tell me that was not Abelard that just fell. Okay. You're over there. Doing that Super Saiyan yell.
Out of my way!
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows
Time to
no pain.
slaughter someone.
They have shot me in the penis.
You
This
still
is
have a
not
penis?
acceptable. It is mostly decorative.
We're gonna get that working later. Did you hear basically the Warhammer show is dead?
Here we go!
Oh, yeah.
Kind of all saw that one coming.
Let's make it quick!
Maggot.
That man is never gonna get a passion project off the ground.
It makes me sad.
I've
Because I was excited because he's an actual fan. So it's one of those like, oh, cool. We get somebody who kind of
get
knows
to
what's
it.
going on.
I would love it if he actually does leak what exactly happened behind the scenes and what he said no to.
Damage is negligible.
Hold on!
So another quick shill for someone who isn't me. One of the things that I usually recommend, if you ever get the chance, there was almost a Steven Spielberg Warhammer 40k movie.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, here's the thing. It was the Inquisitor book, which is widely known to be the fucking worst pile of, like, magic world near fucking, like, fan bullshit that's ever been made in the fandom.
So everyone's glad. Did Spielberg pick it, or did or that's what they wanted him to do?
So it was sent to him by the author,
Each strike is a
and
prayer.
he sent back like, "Oh, who knew? Who knows? Maybe this is my next movie."
It was basically a, oh yeah, that's great. Don't ever send me another thing, thanks.
It was. There's an entire section about an assassin that she shapeshifts to match into place. She's a Calidus assassin. They shapeshift. That's what they do. But she shapeshifted into a gene stealer, which should not be possible. But you know, whatever. And in the process, had a weird vagina pouch. And the main character couldn't stop thinking about how much he wanted to bang her gene stealer self.
I thought that, I've heard about that before. I thought that was fanfic. Thank you. Welcome to the cult. To the Cavi cult, the guinea pig cult.
Oh, I'm so sorry you had to join to that.
That's probably why they joined, let's be real.
The guys over in If the Emperor Made a Text-to-Speech Device territory, they have a fantastic review of the book that they do in character as characters in
Oh, I
universe.
need to find that and watch that later.
It's like an hour long of them talking about the worst things in Warhammer.
I love their shit.
I
It is
took
so
care
much
of this
fun
one.
to watch. Is there stuff back on YouTube again?
Yeah, they're doing a new thing where they're covering World of Darkness, but they're doing it in that like weird format where all the characters are their original characters from text to speech device. So Kitten and Magnus are still together, but now they're like gay lovers. There's Dorn and his kid. Dorn, instead of Dorn, he's Door, and he's just like a fucking autistic man. It's absolutely ridiculous. I highly recommend it if you happen to be a fan of their work. Suffice to say. Anyway.
Yeah, I know they had to stop doing the Warhammer stuff because of everything.
Yeah. It is a fantastic exploration of all the fucking dumbass vampire lore.
That's something we should do the table talk, because we haven't done anything with World of Darkness since Dark Side Detective.
Don't touch me!
WoD is amazing in its own way.
It's too bad that White Wolf keeps trying to ruin it.
Scared yet?
You know what's a shame? The dev group right now doing Vampire the Masquerade 2 did a really good game before that, and I'm just like, oh, I feel bad.
Oh, hey, it's your turn. So remember, on your weapons, there's a little arrow just above your weapons, so you can change what kind of weapon you have. You have your magic staff of ass-whooping magic.
I don't have my ass-whooping staff anymore.
Yeah, you do. I can see it on your back.
Oh.
Click the arrow just above it.
I'm gonna make him go boom.
Your go. Was inevitable.
Just a minor setback.
I am amazing, aren't I, Avalod? By the way, guys, don't forget, if you do like this and you want to see our other episodes, our other channel, Sinfully Pure, is where we upload it. You could also become a member there and see exclusive content.
But you won't see me.
Yeah, you will. He shows up.
I try.
I'm gonna make you do more now that it's school time. Also, with my schedule next week, I think I only have something to do for one day. So I can actually stay up late, except for I can't for, like, Wednesday. I think morning I have to get up early for Dougie stuff. Let's see. What does this do?
Here's my
Bye,
perfect
bitch!
moment.
How do I end turn? Yes. It's been a while.
That's okay.
Oh, Idris needs a level up, I think, too, when we're done. Idra. Sorry.
Idris Elba over here. Oh, active player you.
Oh, I'm playing her? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Can I switch her over to you? Let me see. Ah ha ha. You're got in charge of her now. I didn't know you could do that mid-battle. That's cool. She's yours now. There you go.
I took care of this one.
Make it go boom.
One fewer target.
So welcome all those joining us. I know we get a lot of
Vital
lurkers
function
tonight because they're just
successfully
enjoying the game.
terminated.
We are murdering them with quite amount of efficiency.
Wonderful. Everybody gets a 50-cent raise.
50 whole cents.
Yes, you can buy a lot with that. Aren't you glad that now the characters are actually good since you're in control of them?
It is so much better. I don't know if you like actually remember or not the boss fight that you and I had.
It sucked.
It's just it makes me laugh
My emperor!
because I burned through that with basically just Abelard.
I can handle
And
this.
the reason being because they were so fudged up. Oh, it's you again.
Alright, let's see, where shall I go?
If you look on the left side of the screen, you see that little ticker for the turns. That one enemy there at the very, very top is the only one there. If you click on him, it'll take you to his position on the map.
I won't stand for it.
I vote we turn this man into a toilet servitor.
I won't
He's
compromise
too far,
my
I can't do
principles.
anything.
That is okay, Lord Captain.
It's as good as done.
Fun fact, your lightning goes kaboomskis on even friendly friends. So if
Are you
were to
telling me
shoot-
you want me to electrocute you? Wait, doesn't that heal you?
No. Also, not me. You should shoot Abelard in the asshole with the lightning to see if you can hit the guy.
What? Wait, what? Who?
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
I can set you on fire, Abelard. Will that work?
I don't think I can run fast enough
I won't stand
to
for
catch
it.
him on fire, Lord Captain, but I will try. God, I was gonna make a fucking awful joke.
I'm
Just
pretty
as
sure
I
the
foretold.
servitor doesn't like you, Abelard. He might be gunning for your job. Or your
The
life,
serv-
either one.
I'm a tech priest and not a servitor.
What's the difference?
One is a toaster, the other fucks toasters.
The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They killed.
Oh, there is no emperor where you're going, buddy. Every time I warn them, and they go all, dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Idris spits on the ground in annoyance. Fear not, young man, we took care of the attackers. Do you know who they are?
Your ladyship, those guys were Anvers. They were a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege Takara. He glances around like he's expecting more bandits to appear.
Go on, report this to Liege. Does this kind of thing happen often around here?
It's fucking Space Detroit. Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules.
Go and report this.
Yes, I'm sorry, your ladyship. I'll go report this to the liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, it's okay. It happens often. Can I loot her body?
Yes, Lord Captain.
Damn,
Please
she
go
had
around.
a lot of guns. Look at that shit.
Holy hot shit. No, so when you loot,
I
you
know,
loot
it's everybody
everybody.
around, but it's just funnier that way.
She had a lot of guns and knives stuffed up her butt.
Yeah, it's like, how did you even get that in there? That's impressive. Abelard, lead the
Impressive
way.
work.
Make me proud. You get head
So
pats
many
when we're done.
bubbles. Just a moment, Lord Captain. I am currently upgrading the 5 ranks lower that Adira is.
Okay, go for it. Oh, dear, you finally decided to join us. I would have been here sooner, but you're being a bitch about letting me come with you, Cap. Just love the banter of our Space Donald group.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Take your time, it's fine. You don't want to mess anything up.
There we go. Here we go.
Sorry, I'm simply. Alright. Oh, shit, I looked away. Where'd you go?
We have a toaster, fucker.
I was getting my coffee, god damn it. Where are my strawberries? I wish I had some. I did make brownies today. They are delicious.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
There is a toaster man right here.
Oh, he sounds like he's broken. What do we do with him?
You may speak to him.
Opticon 22. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skins on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. That's the word I had to look up. That's one of the ones that I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? What Cthulhu word was that? It means sad. It means he looks sad.
They thought it was. They thought they sounded special using it.
Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a
Fully authorized representative, structural part
of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links,
trade deals and donations.
Is this one broken?
No, Lord Captain, he is a proper toaster.
I think I like ours better.
That is because I am the best.
That's why we give you lots of toasters. Almost choked on my drink. I'm fine.
initiating official greeting procedure for
Esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success.
to House von Valencius. A binaric aria begins to flow from the scratched vox attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logistar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances in a short series of binary signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's.
Let's see. I want to make a trade deal.
That's right, my toaster penis is larger.
Do you anything that would be good for you?
Target designator would be super good for you. That's sniper rifle. Well, no, you don't use sniper rifles anymore, do you? You've got the pistol and shit.
Yeah, no.
The med kit. So, fun fact, buying all of these things costs you nothing.
So we can just buy them all?
Yeah. If there's anything green, you can just take it. So you see on the bottom, your profit factor, it's literally just a level to get to in order to buy things. Isn't that silly?
Yes, you may provide gifts to Opticon 22 so that they may like us more and give us more shit.
We'll give him some ranged weapons. We have a shit ton as it is.
This has made us very popular. It is not so popular that we get new shit to buy, but it is very close.
Ooh, they like the Mechanicus creations.
You are handing toasters to toasters.
just handing him nothing but toasters. There we go, we got a 1.
There we go. Okay, we may leave this one now.
Alright, back to not working. Lead the way. Welcome, everybody. I know who I'm ignoring on purpose. I know what I'm... Where did you go?
Let us not dawdle.
They should just make a joke porn game for Mechanicus where you just fuck a toaster.
I would like to voice this.
My house would be proud of me. As it should be.
She's just having fun looking around.
Every one of those gets you XP.
Oh, okay.
Well, all the ones that have like a thing listed on it.
Rise to the top.
So each one of those little
left
prompts was
dust.
3 extra XP that the party got.
Sweet. They already made that? No, you're lying. Somebody give me a link to that then. In the send that to me on Twitter.
This ocular implant was
I'll play it.
worthwhile investment.
I've read about this.
I was just about to go there to steal shit.
Whenever you are ready, Lord Captain.
Alright, we're leaving this
Is there money
shithole.
to be made?
This place is bullshit and I hate it.
So we're going to the shadow quarters now? Or the
Correct.
atrium?
Either one works, although the atrium is where we should go for the quest.
Is there anything good in the shadow quarters? Isn't that where we just came from?
We will go there later.
Then we'll go for our quest.
Like 10 more minutes.
You only got 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Sounds good. You want to wrap it up here?
Sure.
Because I'm good going for another 10, or we can wrap it up. It is completely up to you.
No, it's up to you. I do not mind.
Let's go for another 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's been fun. Hope you guys have been enjoying.
It's very funny. Mike, when he was playing with us, he was far more stable. And it was usually like I wasn't playing with just 2 characters.
Well, he'll be back
I always
soon.
have a backup plan.
But
This place
Cham,
was intended
I
to
love
be
him to
merely a
death.
hall within the
But
temple.
the boys got
But
2
now a
neurons to
whole
rub
city has
together,
been
and neither of
squeezed
them are
into
near
it.
each other.
Well, he is a
Rational
Marine.
decision. Ecclesiarchy temples lack the critical functionality that a void station requires, unlike the chapels of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Are you just calling this a shithole?
I
Yes.
did it.
Also, we have leveled up because I
Sweet.
was looking at things. This is why we look at things.
I forgot how
Oh,
to
fuck
level
yeah. Click on the arrows at the top. The tippy tip top. On your character portrait.
Okay, there we go. So let's see. Combat traits. Inflict despair. Joint defense. Ooh. Exploits. Passive learning. On the first turn in combat, the operative randomly distributes the same number of exploits as when using analysis and analyze enemies among all enemies in a 10-cell radius around the operative. At the start of each of the operative's sub... I have no idea what the fuck any of that means. Let's see. Psychers gain inscribed soul ability. It costs no IP, but deals direct damage to Psychers equal to 25% of maximum. Ooh, fuck no. Ooh, that's actually good. I'm gonna go with that one. Did that work?
Do me a favor real quick. Click the archetypes at the top of the wheel.
Give me a minute. I was doing something.
Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
lost the one I wanted to get. Fuck. I had a good Psyker one. There we go. That's the one I want. How do I get it? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah. Not on your screen, on the stream.
All right. What do you want me to click?
So on the bottom of the wheel, there is a green square that shows 2 archetypes.
Yeah. Okay.
Click that. Now, the second, you were in the first row. The first row you've already completed.
Oh.
You have to choose one of the 3 of those second rows. If you hold your mouse over them, they give you an explanation of what each one of those are. Like the bounty hunter there, if you hold on, or grand strategist. Yeah. It tells you what they do, if you want any of them in particular. I usually would recommend a bounty hunter or assassin. Bounty hunters are good at, like, I murder 1 and I get a bigger dick. And assassins are like, I have 12 shots this turn, and I'm going to fucking take you down.
Bigger dick or 12 shots? That is a hard choice.
And Grand Strategist is good if you don't mind being a support role. Like, it really drops your damage output, but it's good for, like, ally buffs in general.
And dodge reduction. So I can dodge easier too with Assassin?
Yes.
I'm going with that because I've almost gotten my ass handed to me too many times. Fuck you, I'm an assassin now. Space Donald will not be stopped.
Space Donalds will reign supreme.
Damn right. We'll take down all others. That pizza slut, that's going down. That one was too easy, sorry.
So I have an assassin, arch-militant, master tactician, bounty hunter, and grand strategist. Good shit. Basically got like damn near 1E.
I'm gonna save. So you want to keep going?
This is where I think I will dip.
Alright. So this is where we're gonna end it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.